Hi Taurus, welcome to your monthly reading for September 2022. Let's see what we have coming up here for you this month. I feel like this month for you is all about authenticity. It's all about a deeper connection with yourself. So there may be something that you're doing, a path that you're going down, something that you're exploring, really exploring who you are. Interesting, of the Four of Wands. So we have home as your central theme for this month too. Like, I feel like there's a really big focus there. Home, maybe even changes in the home, in some kind of foundation. There's some kind of shift happening here. Making a commitment towards something as well. What's in the foundation here for the Justice? Bringing balance back into your life. I feel like there's a lot of truth and honesty that's going to come out for this month as well for you. What's in the past for Taurus? What's in the past for Taurus? Four of Swords. Okay, I feel like some of you might have gone through an awakening. You might have gone through some kind of realization, some period of healing, really going within, retreating. So maybe some of you are coming out of this space now, and there's something that you're ready to, change or shift in your life, or something is in the process of changing and shifting. What's in the near future here? What's coming up for Taurus for this month? What's in the near future? Oh, beautiful. A revival is what I'm hearing. A revival in the heart space, a wish come true. This is going to feel like a wish or like a dream come true. There's something coming in here for you that's going to make you very happy and very overjoyed. And I'm hearing it's because you're focusing on all the right things. You're focusing on all the things that truly matter for your life. And it's like you really got in touch with what you truly want, like not just what you think you should want, but just it's like you've done the work to really get to the root, the core of who you are and what you want out of life. And you really found clarity around what is going to really make me happy in my life. What do I need to build or cultivate or work towards in order for me to feel really fulfilled? And sometimes that's simply just having a connection with yourself, just being really at peace with yourself. And I feel like there's something along those lines that was very authentic. And so your world is shifting in that direction where, because you're emanating, you are putting out this light. And you're attracting all the things that feel really, really good for you. And I feel like there may be even some things that will naturally just flow into your life because you're vibrating at that level where you didn't even realize that you would like or you would enjoy, but then you experience it and you're like, wow, I really love this. This is amazing. This is so me. I had no idea that I would like this, but this is so me. And it's because you're so in tune and connected with you, that you're attracting all the things that you would truly enjoy or love or really connect with on a deep level. So there's like resonance in your life. If I know it feels like a bit of an abstract kind of energy, but I feel like if you're on this path, you'll kind of get what I'm saying. It's like everything that's starting to come into your life is resonating with you on a core level because you're so connected to that core. So very beautiful. So that authenticity and resonance. It's very interesting because every sign feels like they have such different messages. And it's so interesting because the theme for September, I feel like, is this radical change, but change in the sense where everything seems to be really shifting into alignment. There's a lot of action happening this month. And there's also clarity. There's almost like everyone's just kind of being just like everything is clicking into place. Everything is starting to make more sense. Things are starting to pick up speed. Things are becoming unblocked and unstuck. And we're starting to see movement. In all the right directions. Like it's like we've all been kind of waiting on the sidelines here for something to move, something to progress. This is ever going to happen. Look at that. Beautiful. So in your emotions, we're in the Empress position. So really finding the beauty in who you are. There's a strong sense of self-love and self-beauty. So a lot of self-care this month as well. So maybe some of you are really, really taking care of your health this month, really getting in touch with that feminine energy. And that applies whether you're male or female. It's not about gender. It's more about really loving yourself and seeing all the best qualities in who you are and savoring that, and like just really being in love with yourself. You know, it's kind of like the rest of the world just falls away, and it's this romance journey with yourself, which is so beautiful. I love that. It reminds me of this quote by Oscar Wilde that says, "Self-love is the beginning of a lifelong romance." I love that quote. So that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting from you here, Taurus. Beautiful. Okay. Environment. What's in the environment here, Taurus? King of Swords. Okay. I feel like someone has an eye on you, actually. I feel like this is someone else. The King of Swords. Okay. Hopes, dreams, and desires. Wow, so much heart energy. Very, very beautiful. Like a pink. There's like a pink energy or a color that I see around you, Taurus. Okay, final outcome. Heart chakra, definitely opening this month. That's for sure. Heart chakra opening. Some of you may even be kind of feeling it as well. Wow, look at that. 10 of Cups at the top of your reading. Final outcome, harmony, peace, love, fulfillment. Yeah, feeling fulfilled. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. We have at the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. How interesting. Okay. I feel like more of this energy will start to make itself known as we go throughout the reading. So I'm just going to leave that there for now. But let's go into the clarifying cards here. So 5 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. So what do we need to know about this? With the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Wands for Taurus this month, I feel like there's some kind of change happening. Okay, something is becoming dislodged, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so the changes that are kind of happening in a home environment for some of you, it's going to look differently for different people. So for some of you, you're going through a really big change. So whether that is, like a marriage kind of going in, both people are going in their own directions, growing apart. There could be some kind of, there's a dissonance, there's like a dissonance in the home. And the reason this is happening is because you're growing and you're changing, or the people in this foundation are, the energy is shifting and changing. So what used to resonate is no longer resonating. It's the end of certain cycles and certain chapters. So there's like this shakeup that's kind of happening. And you may find that you're not resonating with maybe some of the people that you're around. And I feel like that is growing, like this pulling away of things that just feel, it's almost like some things are starting to just feel heavy because you're not really resonating with certain people, or maybe like what they value or how they see life. You're just going in another direction. So you're going to see that be very highlighted this month is kind of what I'm seeing. That whatever, if there's been kind of like a pink elephant in the room in some kind of situation, it's going to be called out a bit more this month. Let's look deeper into this. What else do we need to know about this? What do we need to know about this? 5 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. I feel like there's some things that you're kind of playing really close to your chest, quite literally, like she's holding that chess piece really close to her. And it's like she is protecting something. She's protecting the things that feel really, really precious to her. And I feel like there's onlookers, like there's other people who are noticing. They are noticing something that of like what you're holding on to, or what this woman in this card is holding on to. And there's like eyes on you. There's like people observing you. And I got kind of a similar vibe with this King of Swords as well. Like there's eyes on you, you're being noticed in some way or another. And I feel like a lot of it also has to do with maybe some of the changes that you are creating in your own life, which is also resulting change in other people's lives as well. So it's kind of like you're attracting attention, like you're making waves in a way, and it's calling attention to something. Wow. Okay. 10 of Cups again. So it could be something, yeah, in a long-term relationship, something that, I feel like this is a long-term relationship or a marriage because you have the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. So this could be changes in a marriage, changes in a long-term relationship here. Something that has like long-term roots. Like you have a family together, you have a home together, maybe you've even been married for quite some time as well. I don't feel like this is new. This is like something that's been long-standing. I feel like there's a foundation that's been laid here. And there's something being changed or moved around. So what's kind of happening with this for Taurus? Where is this going for the month of September? What does Taurus need to know about this situation for the month of September? There is some kind of shakeup though. There is some kind of like... Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers. So then we have the Lovers card here. So again, we have that partnership. And the Queen of Pentacles. What is this? I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is you. I feel like you're the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles this month here, Taurus. So what is going on with this Queen of Pentacles? You could be also, there's something about you're nurturing something. You're nurturing something. You're creating something of your own. There's a level of independence here for you. You are being more bold, more courageous this month as well. You're definitely creating something. You are changing the dynamics in a more simplified interpretation of these cards, because the way that this is going to show up in each individual's life is going to look very different. But there's something that you're doing that is changing the foundation of a long-term relationship that's been a certain way for a very long time. And you are changing the dynamics by your own inner growth, or just by the work that you do on yourself and what you're creating for your own life is changing the dynamics and the vibe of a relationship. And it's causing a little bit of a shakeup, with that 5 of Wands. It's causing a bit of a dissonance in a connection, in a partnership. But it's because you are growing, because you are coming into your power. You are, for some of you, you're really taking on new responsibilities, new duties. Maybe some of you could be, this is just an example, but maybe some of you are switching from one type of lifestyle to another. So if you're a homemaker, you're a housewife, maybe you want to go and start to work, or you want to create your own business. You're kind of switching gears, or vice versa. You could be someone that's been, running a business or creating, or out in the work field, and you're choosing to now want to stay home and kind of change up your lifestyle a bit. Whatever it is, there's something here that you're feeling called to, and you are changing the vibe or the dynamic of some kind of long-term relationship or connection. And it's something that you're building, something you're committing to. You are working very hard as well, because we have this Knight of Pentacles here. And your focus is it's set on a goal, something that you're really wanting to achieve. I feel like this is something like you're wanting to shift your life in another direction, and all your focus is falling on that, is what I'm hearing here. In a good way, not in a negative way. Knight of Pentacles. This is a commitment, like a commitment to growth, a commitment to maybe building something. You are seeing clearly where your priorities are and what's important to you. And you're committing to the things that are important to you, what really matters for you. I feel like you're seeing something with clarity, like something is making sense here. And it's helping you make a choice or a decision. You're also building something, getting ready for movement. Oh, this is so interesting. I've never actually seen this interpretation for this card before. That's beautiful. So what they're showing me is with this horse, how it kind of feels like, in a way, this horse it's built from plants. It's not like your typical horse, right? Like, it's like the Queen of Pentacles here is someone who really nurtures the earth. And so is the Empress, actually. This is someone who really nurtures their life, really tends to their garden, really knows how to make something bloom and sprout by knowing what to give it, how much time, patience. It's like they know the exact formula and how to produce abundant results for themselves, for their garden, for what they're creating in their life. And it's like this Queen of Pentacles is making something out of what she has created from her garden, and she's utilizing it and creating some kind of movement in her life forward. So if you can look at the horse we can see as a vehicle that we're using to move forward. And so I feel like this month, this is what you're committed to. This is what you're dedicating your life to, something that you're focused on. Something that you've already built and tended to and been kind of nurturing in your life is now ready to transform into its next form, into its next metamorphosis, into its next expression. So you're taking what has been sprouted, what has been cultivated, and you're creating something entirely new out of it. And it is propelling you forward. It's helping you to move, physical movement in your life. So very beautiful. I love that. Okay. So what do we need to know about this for Taurus? Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, look at that. So choices, crossroads. What you've created are options for yourself with the Two of Wands. What you're building for yourself is, maybe for some time you were feeling stuck. Maybe you were kind of feeling like, you had just one path ahead of you, and that path for you as you were growing, it was no longer resonating with you, and you felt the need and the desire to make some changes or to create some more opportunities for yourself so you could have a choice. Because that's what the Two of Wands is all about. It's about making choices. It's about being at a crossroads. It's about change, and it's about wanting something, kind of having our sights set on something else, or our vision or our eyes being diverted into another direction, kind of spirit saying, hey, here, look, you don't just have to choose this one path, especially if you're not liking the path that you're on. You can always change, you can always shift, you can always make these adjustments in your life to better fit your growth, who you are now and who you're growing into. And so if you're someone who really tends to take a lot of time to work on yourself and you really invest that energy in yourself, naturally you're going to outgrow certain things. Naturally you're going to, at some point, want to move in another direction that really supports your growth. And that's where you are right now. So you're kind of at this crossroads where you're really finding some really creative ways to utilize everything that you have built for yourself up until now, and you're making something out of it. So I don't really feel like this month is really about you learning new things or kind of cultivating newer pieces of information or still needing to heal some parts. I mean, that stuff will always be there, but I feel like this is a month of you taking what you already have and finally being able to create some kind of an abundance out of it. So that's where we're at this month. So this is really beautiful. It's like you're creating a new journey for yourself out of your own hard work. I mean, I'm surprised the Magician isn't here, because it really feels like Magician kind of energy here. You're an alchemist. I mean, we do have the Empress though, which is very close to that. I mean, you're manifesting, right? Like you are really in your divine feminine power, and it's naturally manifesting opportunities and a new path that is in alignment with that frequency and that energy of being in your divine feminine power. So very beautiful. Let's look into the Four of Swords here. I feel like you took a step back from something in the recent past. I feel like something was brought to your attention and you took a step back from it, and you really took the time to gather certain pieces of information that you needed in order to make a decision about something. And perhaps it's about some kind of connection, a marriage, a relationship, a partnership that you were in or are in. And I feel like you really needed some retreat time. And I feel like you're starting to come out of that. But I feel like it was for the purpose of finding clarity and finding answers, and really asking yourself, like, where do I want to go from here? Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, the Tower. So there may have been some kind of, and again, I remember feeling like you came from like an awakening experience, something that really kind of shook up your foundation, some kind of epiphany, a realization, something that came into your life as a catalyst to help shed a certain, I want to say the word illusion, or bring to light some kind of truth. I feel like that's a better way of saying it. Bring to light a truth that you needed to see or that you were ready to see. And what this did was it cleared the way for a new journey. And you have stepped onto that journey. You're making those strides. You're taking those steps towards that new path, that new journey. I feel like you've said yes to this journey. You're like, yes, I want to move forward. I see now. I understand this. I have clarity. I get it. And I feel like this also is helping you. What I'm hearing is that to be able to step onto this new path, it really kind of did this sweeping clearing out of anything that has held you back in the past. So it's like the remnants of old cycles, old patterns, all of those things are really beginning to close up now. You're ready to say goodbye to them. Even if you kind of feel the pull sometimes, I feel like you are overcoming. And I think that's why the devil is here at the bottom of the deck. You are mastering this. You are mastering all the things that used to serve as blocks or hindrances or things that really used to have their power over you in the past. But now I feel like this is coming out for you as you being the triumphant one. You are no longer, this no longer has power over you, is what this month is going to be about for you. It's about you moving forward and how your growth is now bigger and stronger than anything that used to hold you back from that growth in the past. So the scales, the balance. Oh, how funny. I realized I'm holding this card, the Justice. I didn't realize I was holding this. As I said, the word balance and scales, and I remembered I was holding the Justice card. So yeah, so this is balancing out, or there's a shift in balance of power. And now you kind of have the reins, you have the control over your life, because you did that work and you were able to overcome a lot of the things that used to hold you back in the past, or things that used to, cause fear or panic or anxiety. All those things are no longer really having that lure. You're able to see through behind the curtain. You're able to see the wizard behind the curtain. And it no longer is an illusion anymore here for you. So, very beautiful. Let's see. Let's clarify the Justice here. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. I feel like there's some opportunities coming in here for you with work. And this is something that has destiny written all over it. I feel like there's an opportunity to work that's coming in here for you. Something that you will definitely be able to earn an income, a living from. It's something that you will definitely enjoy. You will enjoy your work. It will be hard work, but you'll enjoy it. It's not something that I see you dreading. It's something that you will want to take, you'll want to grab. And that's coming in here for you. And it feels like it's a gift. It's a gift from the universe. It's a blessing from the universe. So, if not this month, there is some kind of opportunity or some kind of work-related opportunity door that's opening up here for you that is, very much deserving. It's like good karma, that's coming towards you. What else? What else do you need to know? Something you definitely deserve. And you'll also see, I'm also hearing, like, you'll also see how much you are supported from the universe. So trust is going to be a really big factor here. Trusting that whatever it is that you need in order for you to fulfill your purpose, in order for you to walk your soul's path, will come for you. Whatever it is that you need, the universe will provide those things, and to trust that and to be in that space of it already happening, of it already coming towards you, and to release any fears or anxiety about that. We have one more here, the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, look at that, the World. Love that, yeah. So you're ending a cycle, you're ending a chapter. I love that the World card came out here, because you're really ready to embrace this new cycle. And just like that Knight of Pentacles, you're utilizing everything that you attained from the previous cycle, and you're recycling it. You're recycling it, and you're transforming it into like a brand new product, into something brand new. And that is going to be the vehicle that you use to create this new path, this new life from. So that's going to be a really cool transformation that you see happening, that you see you're going to just naturally be doing it. But you'll kind of also have this awareness of like, oh, wow, this is amazing. Like, no wonder I went through all these experiences. Now I understand why I had to go through that, because now I'm able to implement the lessons that I learned, or the wisdom that I got from that, in order to, I'm able to use that in the situation that I'm in right now, or I'm able to create something really cool out of that experience. So I'm so glad I went through that. And now I understand what that did for me. So I feel like there's that kind of vibe here with what you're creating. Very beautiful. And there's a lot of abundance there for you as well. Okay, and then Ace of Cups. So feeling very happy, feeling very fulfilled. Again, there's a really beautiful heart expansion coming out. I also feel like you are going to feel a lot more comfortable. For some of you, if you have felt like, what's the words I'm looking for? It's like it's going to feel more comfortable to allow the world to see you for who you really are. So that authenticity is going to become easier for you to express out into the world. So if you have in the past held back a bit, I feel like you're going to start coming into this energy of really wanting to be seen. And not only wanting to be seen, you're going to become so comfortable with who you are that it's going to naturally manifest as you feeling very comfortable with allowing others to see you as well. And so let that happen naturally. Don't go at your own pace with that. But I do see that happening here for you. And with this Ace of Cups, I feel like when you kind of really get to that space, that energetic space where you are so comfortable with who you are, and you absolutely love who you are, which you may already be there, that it's also going to start showing up as you being that expression out into the world. And what that will do is that energy that you are emanating, that light that you're emanating from that, will serve as a beacon of light for other people. And it will naturally kind of spark the same desires for others to want that for themselves as well. So the more authentic you are, the more comfortable you are in your own skin, the more you're going to kind of like rub off on other people, and they're going to also want that for themselves too. They're going to also want to look in the mirror and be like, I want to love myself that way, the way Taurus loves themselves. I want to feel that way about myself too. And so I kind of feel like I see some of you being that kind of influence on others. It's like you living with this open heart and living with this aura of love all around you. You're going to be an example for other people in that way. Okay, let's clarify this Ace of Cups here. Let's clarify this Ace of Cups for Taurus. Oh, okay, interesting. The Seven of Cups in reverse. So for me, what this means is that you have your answer. It's like you found it. You found the path that you want to go down. There's no more confusion. There's no more trying to figure things out, trying to sort things through. And it's interesting. I'm also getting kind of like this vibe of that life is going to start to feel like a distant memory at some point. like this energy that you may have actually been in for a very long time, maybe even decades, where you're always trying to kind of figure something out, or trying to figure out what path am I supposed to go down? What is my purpose? What am I supposed to do? What am I doing here? I feel like all of that will really start to fade. Because this realization, this awakening, this epiphany that you're having is going to become a lot more clear for you. And just take it one step at a time, because it's not going to just magically one day all just kind of manifest. So allow yourself to slowly grow into this new journey of yours, but it's a journey that you have a lot of clarity about. You know, it's not something that you're going to want to change your mind later on or something like that. It's very much in tune or in line with who you are, and you'll feel it. You'll feel it at a core level. There won't be any doubts. So we can see the Seven of Cups in reverse as no doubts, and confidence as well. Confidence in your choice of what you're picking for yourself. Let's pick one more. We have one more here. The Seven of Cups in reverse. Six of Cups. Wow, look at that. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so something that you felt stuck with. Something that you felt blocked with. Can we clarify this Eight of Swords here? Taurus. And that is like some kind of grace, I feel like, that's coming in here for you. I feel like you're just going to liberate. Oh, look at that, Knight of Swords. You're just going to liberate yourself from this. So this is clarity. This is messages. This is communication, and insight. You know, this is a realization, an epiphany, like figuring something out or coming to some kind of profound conclusion or realization about something. And it's just going to all make sense. So I love that we have this combo here. We have the Ace of Cups, and clarifying that we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords kind of coming in to clear up any energy that may have caused us to feel very stuck, and also eliminating any alternative paths or anything that may have felt like it's very confusing. Which one do I pick? Maybe there were a couple of different options that you were playing with. Maybe there were a couple of different things that you thought you should be doing or you were meant to do, but you are really realizing what is truly, you know, in your heart. What is it that you really want? And you are deciding on something. So there's a lot of clarity coming in here for you, and you're going to be very happy with your choice and your decision. So beautiful. And then we naturally go into the Empress here. So what does the Empress have to say? This is how we're feeling. So very much in your powerful expression. Keep working on that self-love. Let that grow. Let that really strengthen. The more you water it, the more you nurture it. Every day as like a ritual, it will just get stronger and stronger and stronger. Beautiful. Okay, so some really inspiring ideas, passion, creativity. I really feel like there's nothing standing in your way anymore. And even if you kind of come up against certain past fears or blockages, I really don't feel like they're going to really have much of like a hold over you. Like you may just kind of feel them show up, and then you'll just bypass them. You're like, yeah, that's there, but I want this. But this passion that I have for this new beginning, these ideas that I have are so much more meaningful to me than whatever fears I would have that would hold me back. Like it just doesn't match up. It's not an equal match. And so I really see you running with your ideas, really allowing yourself to explore. I also feel like you're allowing yourself to be curious about things as well, which is also going to lead to a lot of success, and a lot of really creative ideas that are outside of the box. And it's because you're allowing yourself to be a page. You're allowing yourself to start from the beginning. You're allowing yourself to play around with different ideas, and you are being a creator. You are manifesting in the best of ways here because you are allowing yourself to be open to all possibilities. And that's going to help you to like almost like leave no stone unturned. You're going to just be very curious, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun, and it's going to ignite certain passions, certain interests and skills, even maybe some talents that you didn't even know you had. That are going to actually create a lot of abundance. It's going to naturally lead you to this a full embodiment of this Empress energy by you being curious, by you entertaining those curiosities and exploring them. And if they don't work, they don't work, and we kind of get drawn to something else and we see if that works. And so I feel like we're not even focused on perfection, or if it's the right thing or the wrong thing. This is more about, I wonder what this does, and I wonder if this will work for me, or if let me try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'll try something else. But I kind of feel like you're in that mindset, and that's a really beautiful place to be in, because that's how we create when if we feel like we're in a bit of a void where what we're trying to manifest hasn't fully kind of come into full-blown expression yet, but we're still in this like womb, right? Like we're still in the womb of creation. And so that's where we get the best ideas, and that's where we get this opportunity to kind of go to the drawing board and make something amazing. So I feel like that's the vibe that you're going to be in this month. So beautiful, Taurus. Okay, King of Swords. So I said two different things here. One is I do see a King of Swords. This is interesting because I see this as you, and I also see this as someone else too. So one is that for some of you, this King of Swords, there is someone who I feel like has a lot of, it's like they have their eye on you and they're very sure about you. They're very set on you, like they have their focus on you. And I'm not sure yet if this is romantic, or if maybe this is like a career opportunity, or you're being scouted out for something. But I do feel like there's someone who has their eye on you, and you're kind of being selected from the group kind of thing that has that kind of vibe. Another one here is with the King of Swords. As you, Taurus, I also see you embodying the King of Swords, and I see that this is how others are seeing you. And so, it's like the way that you are handling situations with those around you in your environment. I see you taking on this King of Swords kind of persona. So very, very discerning. You are, it's like you're being very clever and very smart, intelligent about what you know about the people that you're around, because you are having a lot of changes in your life. And I feel like for certain individuals in your life, maybe you're feeling like you don't really want to disclose too much of what you have going on, certain plans. And I feel like you are being very careful with how much information you give. It's like you're kind of adjusting a little bit to what another would understand, and and also if they even need to know certain pieces of information. So it's almost like the way that you're conducting yourself, or the way that you're coming off to those around you this month is going to be in this kind of King of Swords, like very much detached from your emotions. Like you're not bringing your emotions into situations with other people. You're being very practical. You're being very logical. You are almost like handling certain connections in a very business-like manner. Maybe even certain situations you're needing to be a bit diplomatic, but you are kind of, I see you being very wise with how you are handling interactions with the people around you this month. So let's clarify this though. The King of Swords. So this is also a transformation here as well. So if this is someone else that has their eye on you, there's some kind of maybe a connection that's going through a transformation. Maybe someone is changing the way they see you, because this could be someone from your past. So maybe they're going through some kind of their own transformation. And so the way they see life and the way they see you and a connection with you is also changing. And for others of you, I also kind of picked up on this is actually different from maybe how things might have been in the past. So maybe in the past, there was less of this, maybe there was more emotions into a situation that you are in, or there's more of a, maybe you were more of an open book. Maybe you were more very open to kind of disclosing or telling others what's going on with you in your life and what you aspire to and that kind of thing. But there's something about that you are, you've really grown in your wisdom with that. Like maybe with certain people, I need to hold back, or it's not okay to kind of like, as much as that would be nice to kind of be just really authentic and open with everyone, I feel like there is that wisdom with kind of being very discerning with our energy with certain individuals. And I kind of feel like some of you may be in a situation like that where you're feeling like you need to be very discerning when handling or dealing with certain people. Let's see if we can get any more information about this. What else do we need to know about this King of Swords and the Death card? The King of Pentacles. I also see the King of Pentacles as a very wise energy. And so this King of Pentacles is all about making wise investments of where they want to put their energy. And it's because of this discernment. It's about something that you see, right? Like the King of Swords brings that wisdom, brings that knowledge, brings that instinct, that discernment, that intelligence, and then applies that in knowing where to put the energy and where to hold back from. What would be a smart investment and what would not? And what would help sustain me for the long term? Where do I see growth? And so there's that King of Pentacles where they just know, or you just know that, you know, this is not where I see growth. This is not where I want to put my energy in. And you can also see with that Death card, like they're removing those animals from toxic waste, from toxic waters. And so there could be something that you're noticing, something that you're realizing, maybe in a certain situation, maybe a certain relationship or a certain place, maybe a work environment where you are, you know, realizing like maybe I need to remove myself from a certain type of environment because it's no longer supporting. Maybe removing my energy from this would be the wise investment, and investing it in something else. So I kind of feel like there's this dynamic here that's happening in your environment, where you're kind of seeing, I don't want to be here. This doesn't feel like this is supporting me in my growth, and I want to move in this direction. So, okay. The Knight of Cups. This is in your hopes, dreams, and desires. I feel like I'm hearing the word freedom. I feel like there's going to be a weight lifted off your heart, because I feel like maybe for some of you, there may have been or felt like there has been a weight on your heart space. And there's something here. Yeah, look at that Queen of Swords. How interesting, because we had the Queen of Pentacles earlier as well, and then we had the King of Pentacles show up here. We had the Queen, the King of Swords, and now we have the Queen of Swords with the Knight of Cups. So again, this is all about being very wise and really standing in your own power. So again, the Queen of Swords is also someone who's been through quite a few experiences in her life, and she uses that wisdom to really protect her heart, is what I'm seeing here with the Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords, I feel like, is in her nature the Empress, right? So we have a lot of beautiful feminine energies here, and masculine energies as well. But we have, I really feel like at the core, we have an Empress here. But this Empress has also learned through her own experiences, through her own discernment, to really learn to protect her heart, her sacred heart, especially because I'm also feeling it's like you work so hard on healing this and bringing yourself into an alignment that it's like sometimes we need to be this Queen of Swords. We need to kind of be that Ice Queen in order to not just let anybody have access to this energy of ours. So I feel like, you are really stepping into that power here where you are not so accessible or easily accessible. Your heart is not as easily accessible as maybe it used to be. And so I kind of feel like you're being very, again, wise and smart about who you allow in, and even maybe what you tell others or what's kind of going on with you in your life. I feel like you're really protecting your sacred space here. It's like you're protecting your garden. You're just not going to let anybody into your garden that you work so hard to create. Wow, look at that, the Knight of Pentacles. And also for some of you, you are still in this process of building and creating. And I feel like you also might be, just wanting your own time and space. So maybe some of you are needing some alone time is kind of what I'm feeling with this Knight of Pentacles. Like almost like I don't really want to be bothered by external things. I have to focus on what I'm building for myself. And I don't want anybody to really distract me or pull me away from that. So I really see strong boundaries here. You're putting a lot of strong boundaries this month, not wanting anyone to really come into your space, come into your territory, because you are so focused and so diligently working on a plan for yourself. It's like this is where all your attention is going here. A plan for the future, a plan on moving forward. Interesting how we have the Knight of Pentacles show up twice here. Some of you could also be studying, learning something new, really gathering information about how to implement some kind of change. So knowledge could be, new beginning, creating a new beginning. An offer, creating an offer, building something, but something that really makes your heart very happy. Really manifesting a new beginning for yourself. This is beautiful. It's like you're very, oh my gosh, look at that. And you have the King of Swords again. So this could also be a King of Swords coming in, wanting to make some kind of offer or new beginning, working towards making a new beginning with the Queen of Swords. So take that part as it resonates. So we can see this in two separate ways. One is that you're creating a beginning with yourself. You're moving forward in some way, and you're following your heart, following your passion, and you're protecting your heart as well. And for others of you, this could also be a King of Swords wanting a new beginning and kind of building up their courage, building up what they need to do, trying to kind of maybe even study and learn you, like trying to understand you. And trying to figure out, how can I get to this Queen of Swords heart? How can I get through this wall that they've built, that they're protecting themselves from? And how can I get in? I kind of feel like there's a King of Swords that's kind of has her, and remember, I saw that King of Swords here, and I do feel like there's also an external King of Swords that has their eye on you. So it's interesting how that kind of came up again here. So take that part as it resonates. It could be both scenarios happening in your life where you're, creating something for yourself and you're wanting your sacred space and you're wanting to just kind of focus on your new beginning. And at the same time, you have someone who also wants a new beginning with you as well. So take that message as it resonates for you. Okay, and then we have the Ten of Cups. So this is all about reaching a sense of harmony and balance. What do we need to know about this Ten of Cups for Taurus? Yeah, so this is your wish fulfillment. This is what you're manifesting in your life. Whether it's almost like, it may not even be something that you're necessarily saying or speaking out loud, but I do feel like through your actions and where you're putting your energy, you are calling in harmony, balance, and just wanting to call things in that really feel like they resonate with you on a soul level, that they just click for you, that those things work for you. What else do we need to know here? Ten of Cups and the Star. There's also a healing happening here as well. It's a healing, a balance. Wow, look at that. Yeah. I also feel like you are also being very honest about what you want and what makes you happy. I feel like you're no longer really, if you have in the past, because I feel like with the Devil card here, I get this sense that maybe one of the roadblocks or the hindrances is a fear of kind of disappointing another maybe, or maybe like not doing or picking the thing that others would want for us. And afraid that we would let someone down or disappoint others by kind of not adhering to what they desire, what they want. And I kind of feel like you are changing the scales here. You're balancing the scales. You're taking your power back. And I feel like you're kind of saying something through your actions of what you're wanting, what you don't want, and what you want to put your foot down on. I feel like you're putting your foot down about something, and it's this necessary growth growing pains that you're going through. And I feel like it will release you from some kind of block or some kind of hindrance that you found yourself in unknowingly. What do we need to know about this devil energy? Because we had it show up twice. So can we have a clarity about the devil energy here? Taurus. The moon. Okay, so something that's been hidden. Something that's been in our shadow. Something that we couldn't see. What is this about? I feel like there's something with the throat chakra here as well. So maybe there's a lot that you're communicating. Maybe you're saying something to someone, or there's something that you are communicating that is maybe you've been holding back on for quite some time and you're ready to speak your truth. There's a truth coming out about something here, something that's been hidden. And something that's been kind of like maybe a negative influence, like this hidden information has been a negative influence and maybe has resulted in some painful cycles or painful lessons or experiences that are no longer wanting to repeat. Yeah, coming out. There's something or someone coming out of hermit mode, and they are wanting to come forward and work with you, collaborate with you, something along those lines. Someone wanting to build. There's a lot coming out from the shadows though. And it has something to do with communication, or releasing, needing to release some kind of information. Maybe there's someone coming towards you as well that wants to say something to you, but what it will do, there's some hidden information that's coming out. And this will help to clear up some energy and find a way forward. Okay. The Nine of Wands. So again, we're setting strong boundaries with the Nine of Wands, which reminds me of the Five of Wands that we had earlier here. There's something here that you're playing close to your chest about a certain situation. You're setting your boundaries. You're also walking away from something. I also see you walking away from something. Something that may have taken you some time to really make a decision on. But it's like you're calling it. You're calling something for what it is, and it's becoming so clear to you. And maybe this is something you needed you needed to take your time on, you needed to think about it. Maybe it's like a big decision, but I see you walking away from something. And you're also recognizing why it was there and what it needed to teach you. What is a challenge for Taurus here? What's a challenge for Taurus in the month of September? Inner peace. See, again, we have that Five of Wands. So it's in flux. So it's not necessarily that you're not going to be at peace, but I feel like what this is saying is that you're in the middle of a change. And it's not always going to feel, there's growing pains is like what it feels like. There's like this growing pains. You're growing through something that no longer, you're shedding those layers and you're like in the middle of that transition period. And so it's not going to feel peaceful right now, but you're going in that direction because you're kind of all that, everything that just doesn't resonate is in the process of shedding. What's another one? Can we have another card for this inner peace? Can we have a clarifying card for the inner peace? Challenge for Taurus. Success and pleasure. I see you being very focused on work that maybe sometimes in this month, you may find yourself forgetting to have fun. it's like you're so focused on reaching some kind of end goal that you may forget to relax sometimes. So I feel like this month, what these cards are kind of pointing to is to don't forget to prioritize moments in this month to relax, have fun, allow yourself to let go. You can kind of loosen your grip a little bit on a final outcome of how we want something to turn out, and allow yourself to just flow with that energy. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So Spirit is really guiding you this month to allow yourself to relax, allow yourself that everything is going to be okay, and that everything is going to manifest, that you're working really hard, and Spirit acknowledges that. And it's okay to let loose, have fun, enjoy yourself, take care of yourself. And the success will be there. It'll come. If something is meant for you, it will be there for you. Okay. What's something positive that Taurus can look forward to this month? Something positive for Taurus. Purity. Yeah, so you're going through a cleansing stage. You're going through this cleansing period. There's a lot of layers that are kind of shedding. And I feel like this is happening faster than what it has before. So for example, if you've gone through a shedding period before, where you're really releasing a lot of old patterns, cycles, it may kind of happened over a long period of time, so like, you go through this transition and it takes a few months, or it takes like maybe even a couple of years, depending on where we are in our journey. But I feel like there's something about this month that's accelerated. So there's like, you'll find like there's this acceleration of really dissolving a lot of patterns or cycles very quickly. And so you'll kind of feel like the speed up of this purification process, because it's just time for you to fully embrace this new path. And it's almost like this is kind of shedding those last remains of what's no longer serving you, or what's no longer going to be part of this path here. What's something else here for Taurus? And I feel like this is going to feel like a relief. It's going to feel very cleansing. The process itself may kind of feel like things are in flux, but you're also going to feel good. You're going to feel lighter, maybe lighter than you've had in a long time. So it also might be a little bit of an adjustment as well energetically. So there's like a really profound spiritual cleansing I feel like you're going through here. Yeah. And it's making room for security. So what I see here is maybe some of you are also clearing out your root chakra. So if there's any wounds or blockages in your root chakra, there may be a really significant, and that actually kind of brings me to the devil energy as well here, because I always kind of sometimes associate the root chakra with that devil energy, because the devil card can also symbolize our basic like needs, right? Like those carnal needs, or those, those pleasures of like our physical world, the things that we desire, the things that we have these needs and attachments to. So you can also kind of see it in that light as well. Devil card is not always a negative card. It just depends on the context. So I feel like here there may be a really beautiful transformation happening in the root chakra here. So there's a cleansing, a purifying. So making room for more abundance, making room for security, stability, getting an opportunity to grow something that can really expand, that's an investment that grows to sustain you for the long term and for your family, and that can build something that that you can pass down, that kind of vibe. And we do have the King of Pentacles here, and that's exactly what the King of Pentacles energy is. So that's really good. I like this this transformation here. So that's something you can look forward to this month. So a really beautiful spiritual cleansing in your root chakra. And I also kind of felt the heart chakra as well here with the purity card. Okay. Guidance from unicorns for Taurus this month. Yeah, a rebirth. Beautiful. Okay. So I will be honest, I kind of feel like for you, Taurus, this is a month of change and transformation and may at times feel a bit uncomfortable. I don't want to sugarcoat it. I try to keep these readings as positive and uplifting as possible. And you're going into something really beautiful, but it's like you're needing to shed something in order for something to be either reborn or for something new to take birth. It's like the fact that we have the Empress here, it's like that you're giving birth to something, and even though the final outcome is absolutely beautiful and such a gift and a blessing, those labor pains and that, you know, that process is sometimes uncomfortable. So most of the time it's uncomfortable. So that's kind of what's happening here. It's like you're giving birth to something and you're going through this growing pains. So we can kind of look at it like that. So allow yourself, and I think that that's why this is actually so important, to take it day by day and to allow yourself to focus on things that make you feel good. Don't feel guilty for taking a day off or for taking some time off to do something fun just for the sake of doing something fun. The work will be there. It will always be there. It's not going anywhere. Work, it never goes anywhere. It's always going to be there and it just builds. So allow yourself that time to take care of yourself and enjoy. It'll actually it makes us more productive that way anyways, right? Okay. One more here. Beautiful. Sing your own song. So again, that throat chakra. So the throat chakra, there's something coming undone. So expect a lot of communication this month in many different forms. One is maybe you might hear from a connection in terms of a relationship. Maybe you might maybe there'll be someone that comes in and wants to talk to you, wants to connect with you, something along those lines. For others of you, this could also be just the way you're communicating with the universe, almost kind of what I'm seeing based off of the actions that you're taking in your life. And so this is how you're co-creating and what you're calling in for you by where you're investing your energy and where you're kind of removing your energy out as well. And on another way, it also could be your conversations or your communications with other people and using your discernment and how much information you tell others as well. So the throat chakra seems to be a very strong player here for you this month. And I feel like there's a really big healing in the root chakra as well. So throat and root there. Okay. Very beautiful reading. It's definitely transformative. There's a lot of movement and change. So take it day by day and hang in there. I feel like there's going to be a really beautiful end result to this though. So this is not for nothing. I hope you have a wonderful month ahead and this reading resonated. If it did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to comment below as well to let me know how this month is treating you and what's going on in your life. I would love to hear from you guys. And I will see you for next month. Bye, Taurus.